Welcome. I have with me here Andrea Tinagli, Senior EIB Representative for the Union for the Mediterranean. Andrea, we will be discussing the Blue Economy Mediterranean Partnership.
Yes.
So we have been emphasizing the significance of preserving our oceans and mitigating potential risks arising from human activities. The Ocean Panel proposed a series of pivotal actions to establish a sustainable ocean economy as a fundamental element of both national and global policies. Consequently, it has been acknowledged that the most potent approach to accomplish this objective is by means of collaborative, multi-sectoral, and multilateral global endeavors. Andrea, can you explain what is the context behind this decision?
Yes, Gabriella, thank you very much. As you say, the blue economy is raising its importance every day. It is at the heart of the world climate and economic agenda, and it is growing its importance also in terms of value, economic value. The principal policymakers worldwide are more and more conscious about the emergency that we are facing within the green economy, what we call also the blue economy, so how the ocean and the seas can contribute to the environment of the world. And this part of the activity is of incredible relevance. Just to provide you some figures, 30% of the CO2 produced by the humanity is absorbed by oceans. By 2030, we expect to have the ocean economy up to 3 trillion US dollar, doubling its value compared to 2016. 4 billion people are meeting their nutritional needs thanks to the ocean. And finally, 40% of the overall population lives within 100 kilometers from the ocean. So all the humanity is affected by the blue economy. The opportunities, but also the challenges and the threats that we are facing are enormous. And they cannot be faced on an individual basis by a person or by a state. And this is why the multilateral approach is more and more needed for tackle the threats that we have in front of you, in front of us. We have to merge and to blend both public and private resources, each one covering its specific role. Private resources should be a facilitator, a catalyzer of the flow in of private resources, trying to reduce the risk of new innovating projects in the blue economy, new business models that we need to introduce to make profitable and sustainable initiative in the blue economy, and therefore leaving and pushing the private sector to generate and to introduce all the creativity that they need to fulfill the new needs of the blue economy. And international sustainable finance will have primary roles in supporting the private sector, not only by providing risk absorption or additional equity or additional loans or grants, but also by improving the quality of the process. And I'm thinking about introducing a long-term vision for planning execution of projects. I'm thinking about the possibility to have a transparent communication effort so achieve a social acceptability of our projects.
In fact, partnerships and collaboration play a pivotal role in ensuring the success of sustainable development in general. And who are the stakeholders within the Blue Economy Mediterranean Partnership? And what is the rationale behind this model?
Yes. In the first point, we touched the importance of the blue economy worldwide. But when we look at our Mediterranean Sea, we are here in Malta, we are surrounded by the Mediterranean, so we also understand how relevant can be the Mediterranean for the region. The economy and the economic value generated by the Mediterranean Sea, it achieved an annual value of 450 billion US dollar, making it the fifth biggest economy of the region after France, Italy, Spain, and Turkey. But the Mediterranean is also facing big threats in terms of loss and degradation of its habitat, and this causes that it is warming up even 20% faster than the global average. So we need to intervene immediately. And the Blue Economy Mediterranean Partnership, it is exactly identified and structured for this. Create and maximize the cooperation among all stakeholders involved in the blue economy in the Mediterranean to improve the quality of our sea. The logic is to give support not only to EU countries that receive already a lot of support from the European Union with the internal policy, but also provide support to our neighborhood, mainly the southern and eastern neighborhood outside the European Union. And this partnership will then initially target sustainable and bankable blue economy projects in Egypt, Morocco, and Jordan. So Mediterranean Sea, but also the Red Sea, but with the objective to enlarge the initiative to all the countries of the regions. Here, the partners will be composed by donors countries that will provide additional grant resources, mainly to create for upstream technical assistance and project preparations. Donor countries, I'm thinking about Spain, about Sweden, and all other countries that will donor the grants through a new vehicle, a new special funds that will be managed by the EBRD. And once this fund is structured and the technical assistance is provided to project, this will be done and managed by implementing financial institutions such as the European Investment Bank, the EBRD, but also bilateral development banks such as AFD for France, KfW for Germany, and other partners we hope in the future. So they will manage the grants received by the trust fund to provide target technical assistance for project preparation, and once the project is mature, they will provide additional financing through their own resources and additional guarantee provided also by the European Commission. And then the final beneficiary country, that are the countries where physically the project will be based, and that will help the other stakeholders and partners to identify the strategic project to be implemented. This initiative is under construction, and we hope to sign the pledge agreement next 27th of November in Barcelona as a side event to the UFM Regional Forum, convening the 43 Minister of Foreign Affairs of the 43 states member of the UFM. And in this occasion, the partnership framework, hopefully, if we achieve it, should be signed to make the instrument operational and effective on 1st January 2024.
So, and what are the types of sustainable blue economy projects that the Blue Med Partnership is focusing on?
Yes, the projects are several, and it should cover a broad band or a broad portfolio of projects, both promoted by the private and the public sector. And I'm going to read it because there are a lot and I don't want to lose anyone. First of all, it will cover plastic waste reduction, including through circular economy, sustainable marine food system, so we are referring to aquaculture and fisheries, but also coastal resilience investments, so mainly taking into consideration nature-based solutions project, sustainable coastal tourism, including ecosystem conservation and restoration, sustainable marine mobility, so all the shipping and ports and energy transition in order to achieve decarbonization, wastewater treatment and stormwater management, and also all the research and innovation activities that are linked to the ocean and in particular to the Mediterranean. So as you can see, it's really open to all the activities that are directly and indirectly linked to our Mediterranean Sea.
Yes, and it's sectors that are established sectors and even emerging sectors. So we are looking at a broad
Correct.
Diversity of projects.
Correct. What we want to have is to allow beneficiary countries to adapt the strategy of the partnership to their own blue economy needs and internal strategy, and on the other side, leave the freedom of the private promoter to identify the correct technology that will satisfy and improve the activity for the blue economy. So let's try to be as open as possible.
Yes, sure. So I'm going to bring this to Malta now. And what role can Malta play within the structure?
Well, Malta can participate in several ways to the Blue Mediterranean Partnership. We mentioned the multi-donor trust fund that receives donor resources from sovereign countries, so this could be, and very welcome, a participation of Malta as donors. This will show the support that Malta is giving to the blue economy, strategic for its own economy, but at the same time is showing it can influence and direct on a Mediterranean overall strategy which type of project they consider a priority for the other Mediterranean. So first, as donor in the multi-trust fund for technical assistance. Secondly, we say that the implementing financial institution will manage those technical assistance resources, and once the project is bankable and mature, will provide the financing for the realization of the project. And Malta, both through its public financial system and private financial system, can certainly participate to the co-finance of this project. Another way is at the diplomatic level to continue what it is already done at EU level, at bilateral level and multilateral level, to develop the policies and the regulation for the blue economy. And last but not least, also, we spoke about technical assistance. This means consultancy activity. So it is an opportunity for the consultancy sector on blue economy and on innovation based in Malta to participate to the technical assistance to be provided to projects to be implemented in the southern neighborhood, either on an individual basis or grouping together with other partners.
Thank you, Andrea. Very insightful. Thank you very much. Very interesting topic.
Thank you to you for the opportunity to be here with